Hey everybody, it's me, Miniature Molly, and guess what? It's Patrick again. And guess what? We're still wearing the same clothes because we recorded this all in one day because we have a small child.
Yeah, so welcome to this particular video where we're going to answer some specific questions in regards to various Disney parks. Today's park is Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
Which is, if I remember correctly, soon getting a new name, but I don't remember what that new name is going to be.
Yeah. Or maybe it's still Hollywood Studios. I don't know. The red-headed stepchild of Disney.
Yeah, the proverbial. It's the smallest of the parks, and it seems to be the one that's been under the most constant change since its inception.
Yeah. But I feel like it's starting to get more of a feel to it. Versus the old Hollywood. Like, they still have the old Hollywood section, but I feel like now I kind of am getting, like, I understand it. Like, instead of it being like this, blue, 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 like it was a whole bunch of detached things, now I feel like they're starting to become a cohesive thing.
See, you remember a different experience than I do because it used to be MGM Studios way back when. I just dated myself about way too many years.
I think it was MGM Studios when I went too.
But it was very movie studio themed. It was like old Hollywood. They did like studio lot tours and things like that back then. But then it kind of spun off a little bit, and then it feels like they're trying to refocus it again. So, anyway.
Yeah. So, these are the exact same questions that we answered for the previous two parks that we already talked about. And if you haven't watched those videos, go back and watch those videos too, because they're pretty good. I feel like they're great. So
those links will be below or over to the right, showing up in the recommended playlist.
Somewhere right there, probably.
Over to the right.
All right, so the first question is, what are your top 3 rides? You always list off all the park rides, so.
Let's see.
Millennium Falcon, Star Tours. What's that one?
It's Smuggler's Run, Rise of the Resistance, Star Tours.
Slinky
Technically, the Indiana Jones stunt experience is.
I don't count that
but
as a
it's
ride.
a thing. Then Slinky Dog Dash.
Alien Saucers.
There's a few more over in that part of the park.
Tower of Terror,
and
Rock and Roller Coaster.
So.
Oh wait, no, Muppets doesn't count as a ride.
No, it's a movie. It's a 4D experience. So.
Do you want me to go first?
Studios it's one of those ones where it's like there's so few rides. It's like, okay, well, what ones have I ridden? We haven't done Smuggler's Run or Rise of the Resistance yet.
Yeah.
Only because Rise of the Resistance wasn't open last year when we were there, and Smuggler's Run
was
the
ridiculous.
line was going to be too long.
Yeah, and we had a small child, and that was just not.
Yep, that wasn't a feasible option at the time. So I'd have to go with Rock and Roller Coaster.
You forgot Runaway Railway with Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that's another new ride. So Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, and then I guess Star Tours are the ones I've ridden.
Of the ones you ridden. Okay, okay, so Tower of Terror, is one of my favorite rides. Yeah. I love that ride. Rock and Roller Coaster is pretty epic, and I like Slinky Dog.
That's a fun little coaster.
Yeah, I like that. That one's just fun. I like Toy Story. You didn't grow up with Toy Story. You were a little older.
Yeah, well, I've watched them, and they're not my favorite videos.
For me,
you can burn me at the stake for saying that. I did.
For me, they're like nostalgic. I think I remember going to the theater to see Toy Story 1 with my family. Like, that was like a big deal because we didn't go to the movies very often. until I was like older. So like that was one of the first ones that we, and that was the first computer animated Disney movie, and I feel like they did a fantastic job. Now looking back at it as an adult, I'm like, it still holds up okay.
The style honestly hasn't changed at all for Disney
Yeah.
Studios and Pixar.
Yeah.
So
It's still one of my favorite movies. I will watch that one probably when you're not around. That's one of those ones. But okay, next question is favorite places to eat at. We've only eaten at a very small handful of restaurants.
2 places.
No, 3, because we ate at Woody Lunchbox.
I don't
For
count
breakfast.
that. That was snacky foods.
Yeah. They make a decent breakfast, I will say that. It's an okay breakfast. We did it because we were like, oh, we need a breakfast. Let's go to Woody's Lunchbox. And then we did a quick service for that.
Honestly, that's another one of those ones. It's like, I mean, because we've done Sci-Fi Dine-In and we've done 50s Primetime as like our meals.
Yeah.
The portions at Sci-Fi Drive-In are enormous.
Enormous.
So if you are like starving, I guess that would be the place to go. I think quality of food, the meal at 50s Primetime was probably the best.
I also think the portion size at 50's Primetime was pretty
Appropriate.
Appropriate.
It was like not too big.
I will
but not
suggest
small.
if you're going to 50's Primetime, there is a fried cheese appetizer that is so good. It's better than any of the other appetizers. He got the chicken noodle soup. I don't even know what he was thinking. A hot summer day and he got chicken noodle soup.
Because homemade chicken noodle soup is amazing. It doesn't matter if it's hot or not.
That fried cheese thing, it was so good. I can't even think of what it was called. If Patrick put the name of the fried cheese thing.
Yeah, she's going to make me fact check to see if it's still on the menu.
Yeah, it was so good. And it comes like with fruit and stuff like that. Oh, it's so good. If we go there this upcoming trip, because our original dining plans all got canceled because that's just how they're doing it right now. If we're able to get reservations again for 50's Primetime, I'm getting that as my main meal.
Yikes.
Because that's how much I love it. That and their green beans, but I'm weird and I like green beans. So, do you have a favorite snack that we've had there? Because we got that lime popsicle over in the little.
The key lime shortcake thing that they did for a limited time over in the tiny
it's still
little
there because
Munitzburg part of the park.
And then there's Jack's Cookie Num Nums, his chocolate chip cookies.
I think a better question, instead of trying to pick the snack, because we really haven't had many snacks there, is like, what are you interested in trying?
Food-wise?
Food-wise, because Galaxy's Edge has some very interesting options.
I think I would like to go and experience eating at the Ronto Wrap. I said it right.
Yeah, you said Ronto Wrap correctly, but it's Ronto Roasters is the name of the
Ronto
Roasters.
Okay, so I was calling the Ronto Rhinoceros Wrap.
Everything but Ronto.
Patrick was picking on me for that. But so I'd like to try the Ronto Wrap, and I would like to try some of their other dishes. It looks fun.
Yeah, they've got Hangar Bay, they've got Olga's Canteen, which I think is primarily drinks. They might have one or two odd snacks. I think they do. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I like their milk. The green and blue milk. I like the blue one.
The blue one? Did we try them both?
I think we only tried the blue one. I think we need to go back and get both of them and then try both of them.
Because the blue one was vaguely reminiscent of like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
If my memory serves correctly.
I remember you made a face at them, but I thought it was pretty good.
Well, milk's not meant to be anything other than white. But, you know, that's part of that. Or pink or brown, depending if it's strawberry or chocolate. Occasionally, I guess, mint would be green, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that word.
He's excited to go to Galaxy's Edge. I think I'm excited to see a little bit more of Galaxy's Edge. Now, with that being said, I am not a Star Wars fan. I'm a Star Wars, okay, that's cool fan. I feel like I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know, like.
I'm a sci-fi fantasy nerd, so it is.
Yeah, he likes it. Let's see. What is your favorite non-ride activity to do? Indiana Jones.
I guess.
I also like the Muppets.
The 4D show, yeah.
I convinced him to go in at last minute. I was like, "It's air conditioning in here. Let's just go."
Yeah, because it was really bad last or 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was so hot.
See, that's very hard to answer because Galaxy's Edge in and of itself is its own experience because it's a more immersive part of the park. Now, that being said, I don't know what it's going to be like as things start to reopen. But yeah, I mean, Galaxy's Edge would be kind of, sort of, I guess, my choice of non-ride things to just kind of wander around and look at. So.
Yeah. The next question
things
is
to avoid.
Yeah, things worth skipping. I would say something to skip during a certain time would be skipping Toy Story Land at the hottest point of the day. There is no shade over there. And I'm not throwing any shade on Disney for that, but there is none.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
It is hot over there during the hot, like, it's so hot.
There's
like
no shade. There's no shade. It's all...
And it's so crowded because,
pavement.
like, because all the parents with the little kids want to, like, our kids, or younger kids, I should say, want to, like...
Now, the way Galaxy's Edge is designed, there is a lot of
cool
shade.
Space, yeah.
However, that's also a very, very busy part of the park. So...
Yeah. We managed to go for extra magic hours and walk around, and there was, like, nobody. It was a good experience. Although, I will say this, everybody is in character over there.
Yeah.
Like, everybody. And so, I'm dumb and don't know anything about Star Wars, and someone was asking me who was not with the Resistance, what is it? The Alliance? This is how not good I am.
First Order.
First Order was we were in a First Order store, and he was saying something, and I was like, "Oh, I like this," which is more of a Resistance thing, and he just was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, I want a shirt that says, "Not a Star Wars fan. Please ignore the dumb."
Yeah, and it's funny because if you, as you're walking around Galaxy's Edge and you're watching the interactions between, like, say, the stormtroopers and the visitors, I can't remember what they actually call them, the off-worlders. Sometimes it's very amusing because we saw this one kid, like, I noticed her, like, the stormtroopers were approaching, and she kind of jumped around behind her parents because apparently it wasn't the first time that these stormtroopers had seen them. It's like, I thought we told you to move along. And she's like, yep.
Okay, the last question is things we're excited for Heartland to experience in Hollywood Studios. I think
maybe Mickey's Runaway Railway?
That's the only thing I'm like, think she's gonna like Mickey's Runaway Railway? There are not a lot of rides that you can take small children on in Hollywood Studios.
There's
two.
There's one.
Well, no,
mostly because
Flying
Runaway
Saucers,
Railway. Oh yeah, I guess that. Yeah. I keep forgetting about that part of the park.
I wonder if, like, Toy Story Mania, is that one? I don't know.
That's not. Is that in?
Yeah, that is. It's behind. We just never go, like, that's the shooting one that goes boo boo and you can shoot things.
I don't know. We don't I don't really pay attention
Yeah.
to that
I think
part of the park
Patrick,
much.
this is Patrick's least favorite park that might be getting slightly redeemed because of the Star Wars section of it. But I, for the most part,
Well,
yeah.
as they also look at doing other things with it
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah. I also would say, I'm curious if she would enjoy the Frozen sing-along.
Oh, yeah, that's. I thought that was. Is that there?
Yeah, that's there.
Huh.
Because I feel like she might like that because she likes to sing as a 10-month-old right now. She likes to sing songs, so.
Such as 10-month-olds do.
It's literally just going, ah, but like she sometimes will mimic the sounds coming out of my mouth. But yeah, I think I'm excited for in our next upcoming trip to go on the Runaway Railroad because she loves Mickey, so it's probably gonna be her favorite ride because it's got Mickey all over it, and yeah. And it's pretty colorful from what I've seen, and I like the idea of the trackless track for it. So we'll see. That will be something. Any other things you want to share with the people?
Off my top of my noggin, no.
No. All right. Well, leave your questions, comments down below. If you have a favorite ride, if we're missing something that we should be checking out, let us know down in the comments down below. And just remember, you can create your own magic anywhere. Bye!
See you later.